Alright, so boom. Alright. So here we are, first episode, Table of Four. I'm Jessica, also known as Jessie, also known as Jessie Mo.
Maggie said Jessie Mo. I'm Jaleesa. It's Jaleesa on Instagram.
I'm Jonathan, also Highlight 93 on Instagram.
It's AK, also at AK Bonus on Instagram.
And stay tuned to Table of 4 podcast, and we are
Yes,
going
sir.
to be talking about 4 forbidden topics. And we're all going to take turns, putting our topics out there and giving our opinions on them.
So, AKA,
First topic.
First?
Yeah,
First
we're
topic.
starting off with it.
Well, the first topic we're going to be talking about is how Jacksonville, Florida is different from other cities that you go into, as far as the mentality of Jacksonville compared to other cities, the work ethic of other cities compared to Jacksonville, and how other cities may do things a little bit different than Jacksonville. So that's one topic that we're going to be talking about.
We're also going to be talking about turning your hobby or your passion and monetizing it and figuring out how to make a business from your hobbies or your passion. Just turning that into a lifestyle. We're going to be discussing that and methods of going about that, and just talking about the pros and contrasts between turning your hobbies into passions and making money off it.
And then we're going to talk about the fact of having social media and allowing your partner to have your passwords, have everything, just the whole thing.
And for the last topic, we're going to talk about the idea of monogamy and polygamy. If you guys truly think that you can just love one person, or can you be in love with multiple people at one time, and just the ideas and thoughts around those two concepts.
So let's talk about Jacksonville and these other cities. When y'all go to other cities, what type of difference things y'all encounter as far as different mentality? Let's start with mentality of other cities first. What's the different mentality y'all see in other cities compared to Jacksonville, actually?
Being from another city, in comparison to where I'm from, which I'm from New York, Jacksonville is very slow. It's very lackadaisical. Very.
What did you just say?
Lackadaisical. Because I feel like, people they could be on their bullshit. There's a lot of shit that could be going on here, but it's not. And I feel like that's because everybody here is in some kind of comfort zone. So they're not really pushing to be as great as they could be type shit. That's just my perspective, just coming here and being here for a year and a half. So
People being comfortable here and not, succeeding the way they supposed to. That is one thing.
right.
Also bringing other people down to why you're trying to succeed. That's one thing.
I personally, since I've been, I don't know. I haven't really witnessed any of that kind of people. I don't know. I haven't been here long enough. I feel like there's a lot of support in the area that I'm in as far as art. I feel like there's a lot of people supporting each other in that little group. I don't know about in any other sense of, but I'm also not from here, so I know it could be different for the simple fact that
For you ladies, it might be a lot of love there.
Yes.
Just in any really category you do in Jacksonville, sometimes they'll support you on the way up. Because I'm helping out a little girl, I'm helping out a little sister, helping out a dog, saying I'm giving you a look. But then if you get past that look, you get past that position, maybe they feel you're moving different.
Right.
Then the whole narrative changes around you, about you, and then it's now you're trying to fight something that doesn't exist. Nobody has a blueprint to get to the top, so we just feel like once you're at their perception of being on top of being somewhere they're not, or being somewhere they may want to be, then all that support goes away. And we may say, we support them, we do this, we do that, but if that was the case, then we will see a lot more of our very talented artists blowing up and even reaching down or just blowing up and shopping. A lot of that have a lot of that. They go to other places and realize that they were moving in the mud here. Like they were trying to make something happen for 2-3 months. They go somewhere it's done in 2-3 weeks, or they have an idea that they're telling everybody around them in their circle about, and it's foreign to them. They go somewhere else, and that whole idea has been duplicated time and time and time and time again. They just put you through the assembly line of like where you need to go.
And it's true. Sometimes different strangers in different places
They
do
look out.
more for you than people in your own city.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely people out of town. Definitely like Atlanta. Atlanta's like a main place where a lot of people do have upcoming stuff, you know. It's like a place with Atlanta. Like Atlanta is like probably like I'm not gonna say a great value brand to Jacksonville, but like it's like the next step that people think that they should make.
Right.
So Jacksonville's a great value brand.
I would say, yeah, because
I didn't want to say it, but I mean, everybody who like grows up in Jacksonville don't usually stay in Jacksonville too long. You know, we usually just break out and go somewhere else. So.
Other shit.
yeah, but why can't like Jacksonville be like the place? Like, why
I
can't
mean,
it go somewhere else? That's what I'm saying. Why can't it go somewhere else?
It low-key is the place. It low-key is the place. Everybody loves Jacksonville, but don't know come to Jacksonville. That's another thing too.
What is this the place for?
I feel like this is a place for like staying low and like focusing on your shit and getting your shit together so that you can slide.
The beginning.
Like that's how I view this
You
place
come
for
here,
me.
you save money, there's no nightlife, there's no license here. You
It's
come
cheap
here,
as fuck
you
here.
grind, and then you just build up a bag to get the fuck up out of here. And travel as much as you can, get your name out here as much as you can. You hop into Jacksonville. Nobody outside Jacksonville will give a fuck unless you take it out of Jacksonville and present it to them somewhere else.
Would y'all like, like you said, like you get the bag when you go other places. Would y'all like move to another place, or would y'all stay in Jacksonville
No.
and move
It
around?
depends on the situations at hand.
My ass will be gone.
I'm
Gone, nigga. Like, yeah, I'll be gone. Like, I'm saying me personally, I just feel like in order to grow, you gotta like move around. Like I don't know, I've been moving around since I graduated high school type shit. So I've been moving around since I was like 18, and I feel like I've done the most growing since I've been away from home. I feel like if I would have stayed home, I would be stagnant.
Right.
I would be going through the same cycles, doing the same shit, and I feel like me personally, this may not be for everybody because you know you can't still move and then continue the same cycle and be in the same ass spot. But me personally, I feel like in order for me to grow, sometimes I gotta move out of my comfort zone. So I gotta get up and then I gotta dip so I can progress.
I always say that we should treat the world like college. You know how you do like 2 years here, 4 years there? Why don't you do it like in the world? 2 years at the city, learn something about the city. 4 years at the
2
city.
years, 4 years.
That's
Whoa.
I mean, but that's how you
If I'm gonna move around, I'm gonna move around maybe like every 2 years.
every 2 years.
2 years, if that was a possibility.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the
but
moving around.
even with that,
That'd be
like
moving
moving around every 2 years, I feel like 2 years is not long enough because it takes about a year. Because I've been here for a year and a half, and I still feel like to really get established and
To
get
get established somewhere, right?
and shit where you at because I still be feeling like I'm new here type shit. And I've been here for a year.
I'm gonna need to learn downtown and shit.
I still don't know where the fuck I be going.
And
So.
yeah, it all depends on how you move around too. All
Yeah.
depends on how you move around.
On the second topic, we were talking about monetizing your passion, your hobbies, and just making money off things that you pretty much do for free. Like how you turn it into a business. Is it something you want to live off of? You don't want to work a regular 9 to 5 after your parents live there. And I think a lot of times when you grow up, you think you want to get like a medical degree, or you want to get like some type of business degree, or you want to get maybe a lawyer, certain things, but we realize after those 4 or 5 years of school, and those student loans, and then clocking in on that 9 to 5, that's something we don't really want to do because we're not really exercising that other side of our brain, the creative side of our brain. We're just really just here to get paychecks. So, you know, you have something that you have a lot of passion for, and you know how to translate that passion and that tireless work ethic to money, and you can can monetize that, now you can live off of that. You don't feel like you can go to work anymore, it's not working.
Right.
And you're just making a living off of something you created. That's kind of like the main passion, kind of purpose of life we're all trying to find, but it's getting harder and harder to find that with more things that go in our face, more technology, just the way the world's getting, more of now.
I feel like technology kind of helps trying to do things on your own, like without social media and all those things, all the tools, you dead ass probably wouldn't be able to put out whatever you want. Like,
I mean, it's definitely a new day and age and shit. I mean, but without social media, we wouldn't be able to connect with as many people around the world and get our shit out as much. So I think it definitely helps with if you're an artist or you're trying to start a business or some shit that you're passionate about, because I mean you can connect with people much greater than you can just do it from not being able to be on the internet type shit.
It's an advantage and a disadvantage at the
Yeah.
same time.
So what was the thing, the switch that flipped with all you guys? Okay, I'm just doing this just because I like it, and I'm like, okay, now I'm doing this because I know I can make some profit out of this. I know I can actually turn this into something I can live off of.
Yeah, so when I transitioned from just it being art, it was honestly when I realized that people actually wanted my shit. Because it was okay, I'm just doing this for fun. And then people was oh, are you gonna sell this? And I'm no, I just did this for shits and giggles. And then there's people that's constantly coming to me oh, I wanna buy your shit, buy your shit. And that's when I was okay, I might be able to make some bank off of this. And then that's when I started making necklaces and shit for people in high school, and just that ever since people was asking me for shit that I had on and shit, they were oh, I like it. And that's when I was alright.
and
Money way, and now get to the back of that flipping the pants.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that shit's crazy.
But it's still hard even with that, because it's you don't know, because you do it as something that you love, you don't know what to necessarily price it as. It's hard to be artist mind and then business minded. I feel I'd be having to really train myself into having a business mind, because I'm just creating, I just want to create, I just want to paint, but then it's damn, you need to stop selling yourself short, because these paintings, they do take time, they do take effort, all that type of shit, and then you're okay, you just took fucking 5 years to finish this painting. Maybe it have been on and off, but that shit took 5 years, and then you just gonna sell it for this, that, and the third. So I be having to think about shit like that, and when I be really having to get down to it, but then I'm also, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to price your pieces when it's something that you're passionate about.
I realized that I gotta stop shorting myself, so I don't know my page, change all my prices, because fuck that shit.
What?
Right.
And you really just don't know what your prices will be or what price that you really want. So it's as soon as you give the person the price, you just feel it could have been higher.
Yeah.
But then it's you're still grateful though. You're still grateful. But it's just that you just want to get what you deserve. That's it. The price. Right. But if you keep working to it, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get it. That's it.
Third topic we're gonna talk about is just social media, and when it comes to relationships, should your significant other have the passwords to your social media? How do y'all feel about that?
Hell no.
I second that.
Hell no.
Nah.
So is that no out of just trust? Is it out of just getting caught up?
I
Is
say
it
no, because they can't have my password. You can't have my password, so I don't need to have yours.
Yeah, mine is no, just because people gonna do what they want to do or not do what they want to
That's
do.
true.
You can't control people. People don't belong to you. You just experience them, so not only do you.
How you feel about it?
I don't have a passcode to my phone.
Get the phone.
I gave you the phone for one, and she bring her.
Oh my god, y'all.
Y'all, so.
Nah.
Why is it y'all?
not say no is because I've been in a situation where I was crazy when I was younger, and I used to be like, yo, nigga, you gonna let me see your phone? Or it's gonna be a fucking problem. But it was gonna be a problem anyways because I knew when I got that phone, I was gonna see some shit I did not want to see. But I still was looking, and that shit only caused problems. Like, we used to be scrapping and shit over little dumb shit. Yeah, and now I'm like that. Now that I'm older and more mature, I'm like, I don't even, that shit is just pointless because you're gonna find some shit. Whether your significant other don't even be having to respond to the shit. You're just gonna get mad because somebody made inbox type shit. Yeah. Like, just don't even save yourself the fucking trouble and just
somebody
I don't even think it's saving the trouble. I mean, like, I feel like if you're in a relationship, it's no reason to. I mean, shit, you got the password, maybe just to call somebody type shit. Like, be like, hey, babe, give me your phone. Give me your phone.
If you got your own phone, but you need to use my phone.
Listen, hold up, shut up.
Alright, I can understand, like, okay, maybe you driving.
Maybe, yeah, right. And you, okay. What about this?
See, that's why you fucked around and went up the wrong motherfucking.
Hey, listen.
Everybody died.
I'm sorry, that just came to my mind.
We all made nothing happen.
Oh my God.
We're just gonna cut that out of the podcast.
So back to, the password on the phone.
Damn, I didn't even. Alright.
You know what?
Yeah, what about you? Are you?
I mean, it's not. I mean, if y'all can let me explain.
Cause she don't her phone. She don't know my phone, so
Go ahead, do your thing.
You're so pretty. My phone, ain't it?
It's not.
It's not.
You never asked.
I don't need it.
Y'all ain't even. Listen, changing the music in the car, I'm not gonna keep asking for your motherfucking shit. So that's the only reason why I got my phone printing your shit. Stop acting like that. Any fucking ways. I gotta recollect the thoughts. Bitches, they trying to like drag shit. I'm not. It's not even I'm for it. I'm just saying there's no reason to have a password if there should be trust. That's the only thing I was gonna say. But it's nothing wrong to have the password. Y'all over here acting like a bitch can't even have the password. The nigga can't have the password. Like I don't know what you would need it for.
So don't ask for it. You don't need it.
I don't have a password.
I feel like you may, like, honestly, just from a female perspective, because I know I be on some bullshit. I be trying to, like, do shit.
You can have it, but don't try to use it.
Because I'll be like, yeah, let me get your password. That's what I'm saying. I'll be like, let me get your password.
So we talking about.
So we're not going to let me finish my
the password.
Hey, babe, make
to
a
the
phone call for me type shit.
Like.
Yes, just a pack of two the
Oh, to the
phone.
phone. All right, bet. Yeah.
Just because y'all already have the password, it's nothing like, oh, give me your phone.
I mean,
let me get your password.
Honestly,
No, it's not like that.
Honestly, I feel like if y'all have a certain amount of trust and y'all really trust each other, it's okay to give them the password for emergencies.
Right.
Like, what if they need to use your shit for, like, what if they fucking cash out or your cash out don't work?
Right, your thumbprint already in you. Now
It could be any like little situation.
I guess it could go both ways.
Where it's an emergency for them
You're gonna need your cash.
to use your shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta use their shit.
Right, and they be like, no, I don't want to give you my password. Be like, what the fuck? I don't want to let my phone at home.
Now that's a whole nother conversation.
It's a whole exactly. So it's just like, why you don't want me your phone? I'm just using it to make a phone call.
Why don't you just pass the person the phone while y'all on the phone?
This nigga just never give a password.
I don't want yours. I don't want your password.
That's not the
There's no
question
need for me to
at
have your
hand.
password. There's no emergency where I can't unlock my phone.
Okay.
My hand isn't getting shot off. My hand is not on fire. I can unlock my
Get
phone.
shut off. That's
Get shot.
extreme.
Right.
I mean, you got a point. If you got a fingerprint, I understand.
It's gone now. I've lost it. It's far gone. Sorry.
If it's a fingerprint, I understand. Anybody else can
Oh, wait.
phone except for you.
I do remember my
Oh,
point.
yeah.
So my point was, like,
Damn.
from a female, like, state of mind. No, I don't. Too much.
Like,
I've been the type of I've been the type of motherfucker that be like, you know what, let me get your password, yes, for emergencies type shit, and I'd be like checking it in the phone, like,
Exactly. So
That's what I'm saying.
and then go make a verse.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like
Well,
it would be an underlying.
I know what you're doing.
Like you
I know
know what I'm
what you're
saying?
doing.
Yeah, like, it would definitely be
No,
an underlying. Like, I got the password, so I'm just gonna check it. I'm not gonna try to check it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's you gotta have that.
It's not even the checking thing, man.
That
It's not even the
pull
checking
to
thing.
check.
But we can move on to the next topic. Yeah.
Cool. So next topic.
y'all ready?
Well, looking at me so goddamn hard. So the topic is monogamy and polygamy, and what you guys' idea on each
Lifestyle
like
choice.
yeah, lifestyle choice. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. So that's pretty much. I mean, that's what the topic is. Me personally, I believe that we as humans, we are not born to be in monogamous relationships. I believe that. My topic is heavy today. I believe that we're not built to be in monogamous relationships. I believe that as humans we are very complex beings. So I mean, not one person is going to be able to fulfill all the needs that we have. So I feel like putting that kind of pressure on one person, that's a bit extreme to me personally. But you know, I just feel like I've personally been in love with multiple people. Still in love with multiple people. So I don't think there's like, you know, one person for everybody out there in the world. I feel like we have multiple soulmates and
Different types of.
yeah, not even, it's not like, I'm not talking about like sexual just type shit, cause you know, that's what niggas like to think polygamy is just people run around fucking a bunch of people, when that's not even the case. It can be, you know, emotional relationships, mental, it could be physical, but I mean, there's a whole bunch of different aspects to it. So, what do you guys think? Where do y'all stand?
When it comes to it, I feel it depends on the people in the situation. I just think that you can do whatever you want as long as there's the same type of understanding between everybody who's in the situation. Okay, and
You.
you're annoying. You're so annoying. I feel like you can love multiple people. I feel like if you got it, you got it. Like that's how it is. I mean, you can love somebody, you can be in relations with somebody else, and you know, you can still have that love for somebody. I mean, that doesn't mean it's wrong just because.
You just feel? Joyce just feels?
I feel as if you could be in a relationship with more than one person. Yes, I do believe that. I believe that you can have, we use the sex or we use the intercourse. What we using on this show?
Use whatever you want.
All right, that. You can have sex with whoever you want. You know, as long as there's an understanding. You know, as long as you have this understanding with the people that you're doing with, because it could turn into so much other things that you wouldn't want to deal with. But yeah, relationships with more than one person, but that probably would be fucking amazing. Because like you got this one person who has all these fucking things, and then this other person has these, and it's just like, damn, I have both of y'all. Like that shit amazing. As long as they both know, of course, you know. Like,
I mean, it's all about like being open, having.
got to.
That's
why you don't-
Why do you think it's so
That's why you
hard
don't
for people to be
Nah, like-
open with each other?
Nah,
That's
it's not hard to be open. It's hard for people to accept the openness. Because as much as people say how open it is, when they hear it in their ear, sometimes it don't translate how they say it. You feel me? Like, oh, if your main lover say that they want to have somebody else enter the relationship, right? Sometimes people will say, like, I'm down for that in front of others. But if they main lover come and say that shit, they be like, oh, wait, hold up now, what you mean you want somebody else? Now it's a whole different type of deal.
Oh,
I mean, that's
the
why it's talking
openness-
about
I would say,
And that's what I'm saying.
in that
openness.
sense,
Some people be capped out.
like,
not a
I mean,
relationship.
I would say if that, then that wouldn't even be a real, like, I mean, then that person doesn't believe in, like, they wouldn't believe in
But I think honestly,
or
if you look at it, not everybody's meant to be in a monogamous relationship. A lot of people are just meant to be with one person. Like their love can only be seen in the capacity of loving one individual, just off traditional mindsets and just the way they're translating. So some people can just love one person. That is very, very normal. But there are also people who need to have multiple people because maybe that one person that society may tell us to have doesn't do everything we need to do to make us feel whole. So polygamy, I think, is something that needs to be explored and needs to be expressed a little more because there's a lot of people on this planet that even have connections that are being restricted based off of judgments and society standards. Because you can be with somebody and be with two, maybe three other people because those two, three other people help you build up certain things about yourself, you help you build up certain things about them that the other person doesn't. So you can be a whole as a person. You don't have to miss out or feel like resentment towards your one mate because they're not being everything right. You can find everything in them individuals. So
But that's the trust part that you have to have with your main mate to let them know that other people in your life that can do stuff that maybe they can't do. That's kind of a hard conversation.
it is a hard conversation.
Like,
As the person that
what? What you mean?
you want to be like, okay, like you're that person that you want to be with. That conversation is hard as fuck. But it's like if you really love that person, you'll accept and understand where they're coming from. Like if you really love them and you really care about them, like I'm all for unconditional love. Like if I love you, I love you. So if there's some shit, even if I don't agree with it, I'm gonna try my best to understand. But I mean,
Right. Understand, not agree with it. Yeah.
understand, and then I mean,
Understand.
from their role,
I'm trying to figure out how
to make it
Yeah.
work type shit. Like
That's
you gotta make it work, and that's even monogamous relationships too. You still gotta like figure out how to make shit work with one person. Like
Yeah,
either way, it's just all.
If you can't make it work with one person, please do not try to make it work with
With two.
I know it. And I
What?
think honestly,
But what if? What if?
Work with two better than
What if? That's what I was saying.
Because I feel like that's like
You can't make it good with one because you don't have two.
but what if?
That'd be kind of weird.
I don't think it works like that. If you can't work right, how are you gonna be able to work with two? It's like trying to juggle with one.
Okay, that's
Can't
what
do
if you have to be good with one and you just need that two to help you out?
What if you get the two and then they like phase you out?
Oh,
Like I think all this polygamy thing, I think all this, I think all polygamy thing, I think it's like a circumstantial thing. So I think if it all fits to like your mindset, what might be good for you, might be poor. But what if your mate comes and like, I want to bring somebody in a relationship, you may not even feel that person.
Then on to the next.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all have to have a mutual agreement, or just don't talk about that shit, or get out
That's-
your feelings.
that's
Either
what
one.
I'm just saying, I just think that a lot of it is like circumstances that everything works right for like you and what you want in a relationship and everybody's for it, but it may not be like that. You may be in a situation where it may be bigger than you.
Oh, bet. Number one, nobody should be picking out a mate by themselves.
Oh,
They
that
should
shit.
be picking
No,
out.
now you're talking about like boundaries. That's like just up to the two couples. That's up to the couple how they go about how they do it.
How they gonna pick another mate for each other?
But who
Shit,
even brings that
be in a
conversation
relationship-
up?
Yeah, you could be in a relationship with somebody who'd be like, okay, babe, you are the one who picks the person, and they're just down with it or whatever. It could be like that. You know,
Or it could be together too.
or together.
It
just
gotta be.
depends.
I feel like it gotta be together because
It don't gotta be together.
when you pick somebody, what your mate don't fuck with them.
Or what if you
now
pick
it's
somebody
like-
and she brought
So now
out your mate, and now you like, oh,
drag this person in this relationship,
put you over
and
there.
now you gotta what? Take them out. It's kind of
We're just
wild.
trying to take one and now
You're gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings doing that.
Right. Now you dropping motherfuckers off and picking motherfuckers up.
Y'all both doing it
Okay.
too?
Now you just phasing niggas out. Like, yeah, what about this one? What about this one? Hey, I got this one. Shit, we don't like that. I like her better.
Yeah,
And then now you know I like the other That's why you brought it last week. That should be sounding we can bring her on 5 minutes. Oh yeah, she's in it too. You're like, oh, who is she? Yeah, who is she?
Okay, I feel like that's like, I'm saying that seems like a situation where someone would definitely be dragging it. But I mean, it could be the case. It's definitely it's circumstantial. Like, I mean, shit.
I think like
If it happens, it can
how
happen.
y'all
It's
said,
possible.
like you gotta find 2 people that already fuck with each other. Like they already.
That just makes shit easier.
They already fuck with each other. Like, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no in
Just let it happen.
like,
Just let it happen naturally. Like,
and naturally, like, just like that. Okay, bet. Well, okay, well, that conversation was gonna pop up in itself anyway. I feel like the 2 people already fuck with each other. So things way more easy to do is
Sure.
help out, come in and help your partner.
not helping as far as like make sure everybody compliments each other as far as like lifestyle, like what you do, like what they do, just like everybody can work as a
I mean, but then again, it doesn't even have to be as a team. Like it can be a completely separate relationship. Y'all gotta fucking mingle together. Y'all have to always be together.
Mm-hmm.
It don't have to be like, oh, this is us.
okay, what if this motherfucker's a bum ass nigga and like we can't do what we need to do together because you always take care of this bum ass motherfucker. I got somebody like.
Why are you trying to be a
I got some shit to do. I ain't fucking with no bum niggas.
This is what I'm saying. It's like everything is too. Like I said, dog, like you don't know who that person might be wanting to be with, or if you do know, like you said, it can be separate. Maybe your time might not be satisfied with one of your mates because like they got one mate that's taking up all the time. It's just like
I see what you're saying.
or you don't even like that person. Like dude, like
It's a lot of, it is a lot of variables.
I'm pretty sure somebody
It's a lot of variables
I was
to
gonna
it.
say,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that where it comes down to
Yep.
boundaries.
Boundaries.
understanding.
Yep.
He's out of like, no, actually I do. And
Trust.
in the court. What did he say?
Order in the
Order.
Fuck. Hey, I'm not.
Damn, but alright. Okay, that's all I want to say. Anyway.
No, that's,
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
That's that. That's
Fair.
that's you know.
Yeah, so I think we covered some pretty good topics today.
We ain't covered everything.
Do you guys want to do like the music? I'm sorry, we're gonna have to part out.
No,
Do you
we're
guys
not
want to
gonna
do
take this
music
part
of the week? Because I feel like we just kind of like jumped into like,
Do you guys want to do the music of the week?
or like at least end it out with something like that's
Yeah.
not the topic.
How
I
do y'all
low-key
wanna
feel
do it?
like we gonna have to look at this tape and see how this sounds. I just feel like
I low key feel like we can't
I'm sure you'll be able to edit the audio.
Yeah, we can't. Cause we were looking at it. Yeah, I was looking for some audio to this episode. They always so yeah, I do that. No problem.
Yeah.
So music of the week. Let's
Yeah,
talk
what y'all
about what
niggas are
songs we
rocking
have
with this week.
what in the
Boy,
vibe.
on some real shit, you put me onto Scam by
Yeah.
Future. That shit slides. I've been listening to that shit every day. Such a good song. Very good.
That song.
We're gonna edit it right in
I
front of
don't
his
remember.
face, so y'all can click on his face.
Face ass.
Me, I've been listening to a combination of couple of projects. Pierre Bourne shit. That whole shit slides. So I don't know, Pierre Bourne, they just dropped. That shit slides. Definitely go listen to that. I'm the type of person who listens to like projects. So I'm gonna tell y'all listen to the whole projects, not just songs. So that Pierre Bourne shit, that shit slide. Y'all
The new
gotta go
joint?
listen to that. Yes, definitely.
Alright, I need to know who that is, because I don't know who that is.
Pierre Bourne,
Pierre Bourne.
you do Playboy Cardi album and stuff. He the producer.
Let me see what else.
Actually, the music
Who?
too.
The first one, that's my shit.
Yeah.
That should be having me
I
on
shall.
the way to work feeling great in the morning.
I shall listen to it. Okay.
I actually listened to a playlist. One song on a playlist that I haven't heard before was Khalid Bad Luck. That shit is fire. And, I don't even listen to that dude, but that song is just it's a good song. Shout out to AC. She made the playlist. Rainy days if you need it, just hit me up. I'll send you the link. It was fire.
Send me the link. I never heard that song.
Oh, it's fire.
Slides.
It's fire.
Alright.
Got one more music.
Oh, yeah.
Song.
No, I'm gonna listen to that. Butcher coming, nigga! You know what I'm saying? Then
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know
Sounds
who
like
that
some country,
is either.
some country bumpkin
He
ass
done
shit.
dropped some
But
shit.
your nigga, that's what
Nah, it's actually that nigga up north. Yeah,
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
So I think this pretty much wraps up the first episode of Table of Four.
Word.
We're gonna be coming back at you guys a lot more than that.
We are your hosts with the most ugly ass.
Yeah.
You know? Table of four, you guys.
Table 4. I feel like you said what needed to be said.
Right. Until next time.
We're gonna be dropping. What day we're gonna be dropping? Should we mention that to these guys?
I don't think we should.
Should we
Until
not?
we
Figure
figure out.
out when we're gonna be dropping.
I'm doing that now.
Just stay tuned. When you see it pop up
Stay
your
tuned.
feed, then you gonna see it.
When you see us out the streets, ask about it, say what's up, say
Make
hey,
sure
got what's
y'all
up.
Don't get too
like
close
this
though.
video,
Not too
share
Don't
this
get too
video.
close. Keep it 5 feet.
Also,
Oranges.
Yeah.
do not
Alright.
walk up to me because I'll blast that ass.
Oh my
Alright.
God. We shoot people around here.
Cut. 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 Cut
Put your
scene.
roll up on me and put your hands off me.
Cut scene.